Chaos Control! Hello everyone, my name is Jordan the Hedgehog and welcome back to Pokemon Legends Z to A Mega Dimension DLC. Last time, we pretty much only did a bunch of side missions here and there. Nothing too special. Some side missions just involving, one was involving a Meowth trainer and such. Another one had an artist involving us to like have a female Pyro to show off from like the manhole covers and whatnot. What else? I'm just trying to think. Oh yeah, I ended up also catching a Nacli too at one point. Anyways, we are gonna be continuing on with the DLC story. Gonna be heading over to the museum with Ansha and Korrina. One look into the Lumiose Museum and you can tell it's remarkable. If buildings were Pokemon trainers, this one would be a champion. This one would be a champion for sure. I've never had a chance to visit, even with how close it is to Hotel Wichisame. I'll be our tour guide, as long as you two don't mind that I know nothing about art. By all means. Then let's begin with that painting over there. Huh? Which one? Lead the way, Miss Korrina. Oh, this painting? Oh, that's the fairy type gym of like I can't remember the name of the town though. What a fantastical looking city. Does such a place really exist? It sure does. The gym leader there is pretty mystifying herself. That tree in the painting's supposed to be 1500 years old. Maybe AZ watched it grow up. I bet you're right. I'm sure his long years of wandering took him to all kinds of places. I would quite like to see this 1500-year-old tree. It's ours for the seeing. People can go practically anywhere as long as they've got Pokemon. My dear mama once told me the same thing. She said it's part of what makes up trainers' partnership with their Pokemon so amazing. I've gone all over the place with Lucario and the rest of my team, and I think my mom's spot on. And I think your mom's spot on. Oops. Okay, let's see what's upstairs. What have we got up here? Oh, we got this. It's the structure of Lumiose City. We actually went to the museum in my playthrough. I believe I'm trying to remember which part I was doing that in. I think it was either 11 or 12. One truly appreciates the scale of Lumiose City when seeing it laid out this way. Hotel Wichisame and this museum would be over there, right? Indeed. They're a fairly long way from Hotel Z, with many people feeling the city between them. Yeah, this city's sheer charm draws all kinds of people here. Though Lumiose can also be a disaster magnet. That big power outage, the tower running wild, and now there's Hyperspace Lumiose too. That's true. As much as I hope to find that fine legendary Pokemon in Hyperspace, The idea that Hyperspace Lumiose could merge with Lumiose is troubling. It'll be okay. Yeah, that's why we're doing all this survey work, to make sure things turn out okay. Plus, we're gonna find what's causing all this rogue mega evolution and stop it. We won't let those poor Pokemon keep suffering. Indeed. I'll make donuts diligently to support you. Is it alright if we go see what's on display over there? You bet! Ah, yes, we get to go see what lies around the Hisui side of the museum. It's remarkable that people in the olden days used handmade Pokeballs to catch Pokemon. They sure had it rough. Thank goodness we can mass produce them now. Like at the Pokeball factory here in Kalos. Oh yeah, there is a Pokeball factory in Kalos. I believe it's actually in the same city where that tree building is. That we saw of that painting. Getting interested in catching some Pokemon for yourself, Ansha? Seems more like your Hooper's friend than its trainer, but I bet you'd do a great job. I'm not quite sure I'm up to the challenge of becoming a Pokemon trainer. Especially considering the examples I'd have to live up to, such as my dear, mighty mama. Who is her mother anyway, by the way? I'm actually starting to get curious now. Being a Pokemon trainer doesn't mean you have to try to be the strongest one, you know? Although, I'm curious how it'd feel to reach rank A in the Z to A Royale. Anything to share, Jordan? Curious how it'd feel to reach rank A in the... Yeah, I didn't really feel all that ecstatic now that I'm actually thinking about it. Wow. Let's just go with I was over the moon. Makes sense. You were doing it so you could stop the tower from wrecking the city after all. Yes, that's definitely the reason. And let's just play along for now. Well, Ansha, if you change your mind about becoming a Pokemon trainer, let us know. I'll put you through the ring. My special coaching prowess. Process. You're very kind. I'll consider it. Shall we move on to the next exhibit? Shall we ever? Spear Pillar before it became as it's well known now. This is the Temple of Sinnoh. They say some legendary Pokemon appeared here. And pretty much caused it to be destroyed. Well, if we found a section of Hyperspace Lumiose resembling this temple, do you think the fine legendary Pokemon I'm looking for would be there? Hard to say. Maybe? If the Pokemon you're after had something to do with this temple, that is. That would make sense. Hey, don't forget, you've already got a spectacular Pokemon in Hooper right there. Maybe it seems like no big deal since you're together all the time, but that one's special. When did you and Hooper meet? I happened upon Hooper. Oh, I suppose it was about 6 months ago now. The poor thing looked like the worst for wear. It seemed to have just lost a battle with a mighty Pokemon it played a prank on. But I fed Hooper a fresh baked donut and it perked up straight away. It stuck by my side ever since and helped me visit Hyperspace as well. Whoa, so your donuts were so tasty that they unlocked Hooper's inner power? I guess people and Pokemon meet for a reason, even if we're not their trainers. Okay, my turn to pick an exhibit. Follow me. Wait, Miss Korrina. I have an idea where she's gone to. She's gone to see that, yeah. She went to where the Lucario statue was. Also, I believe that's supposed to be, yeah. Check out this painting, Ansha. What is that place? It's called the Tower of Mystery. I trained there for ages. Yeah, that's supposed to be a part of her hometown, city, or you get what I'm trying to say. Did you always know you wanted to be a Pokemon trainer, Miss Korrina? Not exactly. When I was a kid, my parents were super busy. Kinda like yours, Ansha. I hung out with my grandpa a lot and naturally started to follow in his footsteps. That's how I ended up becoming a trainer. Is our conversation about whether you want to be a trainer weighing on you? You know what? I have a feeling, who Ansha's mother might be. This is just a guess, but I think it might be, the Pokemon champion, Dianfa. Because, yeah, Dianfa, Ansha, they rhyme, and it fits perfectly. Also, I can see the resemblance in her face to Dianfa's. I suppose so. It's mostly to do with my dear Mama. I look up to her very much, so I'd love to be able to gift her with that fine Pokemon. The fact that she's trying to find a legendary Pokemon for her mother, it makes perfect sense for me to assume it's Dianfa. But what also makes me think is that the Pokemon she might be trying to find, could it be Diancie, maybe? Or maybe, wait, maybe there could be another Diancie in Hyperspace Lumiose. Oh my gosh, the theories are starting to pop out. Oh, I am so... This is where my inner thinking really wants to take over. But if I became a trainer, I worry I'd never live up to the standard she set. Also, the reason I think she might be after a Diancie is because Diancie sounds very familiar, or similar, I should be saying, very similar to Dianfa. Also, the fact that her mother is staying at Hotel Richisame, which means that her mom must be a very rich person. Another reason why I believe it could be Dianfa. Maybe, maybe not. I bet as long as you do what you really want, she'll be happy for you. That's what my grandpa wanted for me anyway. I'm just wondering, is her grandpa still around? Although, he does sometimes sigh and ask what happened to the quiet little kid I used to be. Goodness. Either way, you're already amazing, Ansha. Even if you aren't a trainer, you've befriended a Pokemon like Hooper. That's really something. Anyway, I think I'm all museumed out. Should we head to the Blair district and visit Cafe Soleil? Yes, please. Time to head over to the cafe. Welcome. May I help you? So this is Cafe Soleil. What a lovely looking place. I'll order for us. Go ahead and grab a seat. Do you take your coffee with sugar, Ansha? I'll try without. That's how my mama takes hers. Oh, so she like has it straight up bitter? Oh. This is the flavor Mama loves so much? I may need to wait and approach it again when I'm a bit more grown up. Yeah, bitter coffee is a bit of a stretch for kids. Your Soleil blend is looking really good to me. Trade you for my Moo milk tea? If you don't mind that, I've already taken a sip. Deal! Let me guess, Hooper. You're thinking you'd rather have one of Ansha's donuts than this stuff. Is like Hooper shaking its head to say no? Or is that just like a typical animation? You get an amazing boost of power whenever you eat one of Ansha's donuts, right? But even so, you took a licking from some amazing Pokemon before Ansha found you. And then you went and took Ansha into hyperspace with you? I guess I'm just now realizing how glad we should be that she came back unharmed. We wouldn't be able to do any of our survey work in Hyperspace Lumiose without you two. So if things get rough, ask us for help. We gotta take care of you. Let's keep up the good work, for all of Lumiose's sake. When you think about it, what Ansha's doing is way more impressive than just being a trainer. Right, Jordan? Let's see, it definitely isn't, Glad you're with us, Ansha. Thank you for saying so. Looking back, it was reckless of me to dive headlong into Hyperspace Lumiose. But when Hooper pried open that distortion, I simply couldn't fight my curiosity. Yeah, that's human nature. Who wouldn't try to peek through and see what's on the other side? It's true. But I'm a hedgehog though. My curiosity would still be the same. I'd still want to take a peek in to such places. You do the same, right, Jordan? I'd totally peek. I knew it! Wow, I lost track of time chatting. I bet we'll hear from Corbo pretty soon, huh? Most likely. As much as I hate for our fun to end, we'd better return to Hotel Z. We're back. Hey team. The gang's all back. How was playing tourist for a change? Oh, it was lovely. What a luxurious way to pass the time. Lucky you. Wish I could have tagged along. You can visit the museum and go to cafes literally anytime you want. You just don't get it, Naveen. I guess we've got more important things to talk about. Indeed. Well done not derailing the conversation. We have something for you, Ansha. Whatever could it be? Why, look at my apron! It's emblazoned with our logo! Yeah! Just a little something we whipped up while you were out on the town. We? Welcome to Team MZ, Ansha. Thank you, thank you. I'm so pleased to be matching with everyone at last. How come only Ansha gets a logo? Can't you sew one onto my outfit too? The megastones all over your clothes don't leave much space to work with, Korrina. Oh, true. These megastones are symbols of my bonds with my Pokemon. I'd never take them off. Logo or no-go, Korrina. You're part of Team MZ too. Can't we just like, I don't know, give her some sort of a slip-on sleeve or something? Anyway, that's another hyperspace mission completed. What was that? Some sort of noise came from the strategy meeting room. Wait, did you all hear that? Sounded like it came from the strategy meeting room. We'd better see what it was. Go check that room, Jordan. I'm wondering, can I just take a peek from this side? I can't really see what's in there. Dang, I thought I could peek around the corners or such. No one seems to be here. Guess we've got ghosts. Please don't say that. Could be ghost Pokemon. What's wrong? Getting flashbacks to rogue mega battles? Come on, Naveen. Oh! Huh? It's a Gulpin! Yeah! This Gulpin must have come from Hyperspace Lumiose, right? Yeah, I know Emma's been dealing with cases where Pokemon mysteriously appear, and I think this Gulpin probably turned up the same way. Yeesh, I bet Pokemon will pop up like this all over the city if we don't take care of things. What should we do about our Gulpin guest? I think I should catch it. I wonder if the tasty smell of Chef Ansha's donuts lured it here. I suppose it could just live here, couldn't it? AZ let Pokemon stay here after all. And I'm willing to forget the scare it gave me. Hello again, helpful squad. Sorry for the hold-up. We've gone over the data for your missions, and we learned something big. I need our Rogue Mega Evolution Task Force over here pronto. All 3 of you. Wow, you're a task force now. You're gonna go, Tiny? Obviously. Leader, Naveen, can you two hold down the fort and look after Ansha? We definitely owe Corbo an in-person visit after all the data crunching he's done. Let's go! Hyperspace Lumiose survey number 3. Before we hit... Oh, well... Side missions again? Oh, it's just this Sculpin that has a side mission. That's interesting. Sculpin is sitting atop the small table. Oh, yes, our Sculpin guest. Leader believed it was lured by the tantalizing aroma of my donuts, no? Perhaps you could be so kind as to share a donut with it, Jordan? Does it have any requests? Our gluttonous Sculpin. Oh, so... feed the Sculpin at Hotel Z a donut to try to satisfy it. Let's see. What kind of donuts do I have? I don't want to give away anything too good. Let me just make a few extra donuts myself. I'll try using that great butter you brought back, if you don't mind, Jordan. You can now make donuts using 5 berries. Let's see, what kind of donuts can we make? How many of each berry kind? We got 1 for... we got 3 Hyper Wars, 3 Owens... and that's it? Really, only? Oh, wait, 3 Hyper Pecha berries too. You know what? Let's go with a Yatch berry, a Chopo berry, a Window berry, a Wackenberry, and also a Pasha berry. Let's see how well. Let's see what this makes. A level 16 level boost. Ooh, that's nice. It gives us a total score of 385. Wow. Making donuts, making donuts. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Window chocolate donut. Ooh. Okay, that's enough donut making. Let's see what we can give our little Sculpin friend here. What's the lowest we've got? 210 seems to be the lowest. Let's give this chillin' cream donut to the Sculpin. Sculpin looks super satisfied. Ooh. It gave you a Charty berry. Oh. If a Pokemon holding this berry is hit with a super effective rock type move, the power of that move will be weakened. Ooh. How delightful. Our Sculpin guest looks quite pleased now. Why don't you continue to feed Sculpin whenever you have donuts you don't need? That is an excellent idea. Oh, that's an insult game. 10 Poké-Dollars. Oh my gosh, I couldn't help but laugh at that. Oh, what a cop-out. Hello again, Corbo. There you are. Let's skip the how do you do's. That distortion above what used to be Prism Tower continues to confound us. Yeah, we still have nothing. All this research and we're still in the dark about that massive, whatever it is. You've got a lot on your plate.
Maybe, but it's not all bad news. After poring over all this data, we've come up with a theory about Hyperspace Lumiose itself. We think Hyperspace Lumiose is sort of a big melange of subconscious thoughts.
I don't think I get it.
It's a little difficult for me to even explain, truth be told.
Subconscious thoughts, you say? Hyperspace Lumiose being made up of subconscious thoughts? But if they are subconscious thoughts, who would have thought them up?
Philip, fill him in.
Well, to elaborate on the boss's summary, the degree to which Hyperspace Lumiose resembles parts of our city made us suspicious. So, we went looking through your survey data to see if we could find a cause for the resemblance. We've come to suspect that it's not Lumiose itself being reflected per se, but rather memories of it. In other words, the subconscious.
Thanks for the crash course, Philip. We're not through analyzing yet. Who knows? Maybe it's a reflection of the subconscious of people and Pokemon. There's a lot more we need to learn, which means you've got a lot more surveying to do. If Hyperspace Lumiose keeps expanding at this rate, there's no telling what havoc might occur.
We've got this.
Good, because Team MZ's pretty much all we can count on. But don't get overconfident. It's still tough in there. Use experience candies you find in hyperspace to beef up your Pokemon if you need to.
Yeah, our Pokemon don't seem to get experience points from defeating Pokemon in Hyperspace Lumiose. So that'll definitely help. Thanks, Corbo. Guess we better order up some more donuts from Chef Ansha. These ought to be of some help in your research, Jordan. You obtained 20 Ultra Balls. Ooh.
Good luck out there.
Okay, so you know what? Now that I've pretty much figured out that going into Hyperspace Lumiose is just meant for like research purposes and whatnot, I figured, you know what? Let's just skip going into there. I'm more actually curious in some of these places where there's like a level 120 Hyperspace Lumiose. We got this one over here, which is level... It's got a side mission detected. Also an unidentified Megastone detected there as well. This place is like a hyperspace this is a hyperspace battle zone. Oh wait, battle zones. So as in, are there trainers in these zones? You know what? It's actually worth checking out some of these places. Let's start off with this one here. I'm kind of curious. Where exactly is the hyperspace gate? Pray tell. I really hope it's not on the inside of this zone. Cause if it is, that's gonna... Oh, no it is not. We can just straight up go and investigate immediately. Let's see. Probably the best course of action is to use a level 16. One of my... this one's got a 5 minutes on it though. That might help a lot. Corbo also mentioned that my Pokemon could use with some leveling up with experience candies. Why the heck not? Let's go ahead and use some of them. Nice. The Ansha is now at level 100. Let's throw 57 for Salamence. Salamence is at level 100 as well. 39, 45. Let's go with that. Oh wait, nope, not Zygarde. 30. There you go, Xerneas. How many? 3. There we go. Nice, all of my Pokemon are at level 100 now. Now, let's try investigating this place. I'm gonna use my 1-star Persim chocolate donuts. I really want to use like a 2-star donut, but you know what? Let me go see Ansha real quick and see if I can make a 2-star donut. Now then, we're ready for that battle. We'll get a level 21 boost. So let's go. Help! 2 rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon are fighting. It's a rogue Mega Showdown. Oh my gosh, Crabominable. We can't just let them have at it. They could pummel this whole place to pieces. Please step in and stop those Mega Crabominables. A Rogue Mega Showdown. Rogue Mega Showdown. Oh boy. We need to hurry and get down there immediately. These things are ice and fighting type. Deontay. Actually, let's go with Metagross. Whoa! Are you kidding me? Holy moly! What is with these things? Wait, why didn't your attacks work? Xerneas, what's going on? What is with these Pokemon? They're absurdly powerful. Deontay, Mega Evolve. It's time we put these crabs in their place. Oh, you're kidding me! Oblivion Wing, come on! Get some of that HP back. Oh, come on! You're kidding me! I haven't even Mega Evolved! Okay! Where's the fairness in that? I didn't even get a minute to breathe, a second to go full power, and then all of a sudden they just went nuts. Okay. Another max revive. We're gonna give it to Xerneas. Oh, no, not Stealth Rock. I did not mean to use Stealth Rock. Okay, Lance Wrath. Really? My goodness! Crabominite! One of a variety of mysterious megastones. A Crabominable holding this stone will be able to mega evolve during battle. What on earth even was that battle? Stopping a rogue mega showdown between two rogue mega Crabominable. You're something special, kid. Yeah, it took me a few revives though. That's a Crabominite stone you've got there, isn't it? Fancy that. Crabominable always aims to be the best and will punch whatever. It seems to accomplish that. That tendency is probably what exploded into the rogue mega showdown we saw just now. Anyway, well done, kid. It was lucky that a mighty trainer like you came along. Yeah, I'll gladly be taking that Crabominite along with all that cash. Unbelievable! You know what? I'm kind of curious to explore around the place. I want to see if there's anything else that I could probably take with me. Or is that just it? That there's nothing else? Let's get out of here. No point sticking around. Well, I've learned my lesson. Apparently going off to fight a side mission with unidentified megastones is a one-way trip to causing yourself some pain. Would you look at that? There's an Alpha Ghastly. Oh, please don't see me. Oh, good. You didn't see me. I really want to catch it though. Turn around. Please turn around. Oh, come on, turn around, please. Ah, there you go. Yep. Well, Pete Ball will do just fine. An Alpha Ghastly on the team. Well, I may not have it on the team, but you kind of get what I mean. Side mission detected. Let's go take a look-see. This one's worth a 1 star, so it's not going to be as difficult, hopefully, as what we encountered with before. Let's go with the window chocolate donut. I think we've got more than enough with that. So then, where's the side mission? Accept the mission? Oh! It's just some guy, Sharir. You there, young trainer. Could I ask a special favor of you? I'd like you to deliver this letter to the director of Académie et Étoile. I would do it myself, but I'm afraid that certain circumstances prevent me from doing so. Please, won't you deliver it in my stead? This seems fishy. If you doubt my intentions, I suggest you deliver the letter. Then you will see the truth of the whole matter for yourself. Okay, so I have to say yes. Of course I will. Merci. I knew you had a trustworthy face. So, this is the letter that must be delivered. You obtained the important letter. Where do I deliver it to, though? A letter that you were asked to deliver to the director of Academy Etoile by a somewhat peculiar character. Remember, you must give it to the director of Academy Etoile. No one else. A message from across dimensions. Wow. Now that's something else. Wait, that's it? Is there really nothing else here? So, I gotta deliver the letter to someone over there? Let's go take a look-see. Where does this lead exactly? So you're... Is this supposed to be Academy Etoile? Okay. Let's talk. Oh, I remember you. You helped me find my wing before, didn't you? I did so appreciate your help then. And what new good deed has brought you to Academy Etoile today? I'm looking for the director. A letter for the director? Well, you found her. I am the director of the school. You gave the important letter to Moa. Where did you get this letter? No, never mind that. There is an even more urgent question that must be answered. Please, won't you come to Vert Sector 6 with me? I must visit Waysign Construction at once. Well, here I am. Tarragon? Thank you for coming. I feel so much better having you here with me for support. I probably should have done this alone, but that letter you gave me, it raised so many questions. I suppose I ought to tell you what it said. I'm so sorry. I left you behind without ever having the chance to tell you something. 14 years ago, I entrusted my precious wing to a certain man for repairs. The man's name was Tarragon, the owner of a shop called Waysign Construction. Receiving a letter from my deceased husband. It's simply impossible, isn't it? I was afraid to come by myself to find out if what this letter says is true or not. Are you Mr. Tarragon? That I am. How can I help you? Tell me, do you remember a man coming to you 14 years ago asking for your help repairing a wing? That I do. I'd gone and taken my little canary to a fancy restaurant to celebrate her birthday. We hit it right off with the guy sitting next to us. Canary took to him like a ducklet to water. When he heard what a dab hand I was at fixing things, he asked if I could help with setting a stone that come loose from a ring of his. Told me it was a special ring, one of a pair he and his wife had exchanged. That man was my husband, but I'm afraid there was an accident, and he... I'm so sorry to hear that, ma'am. But what a stroke of luck that something pointed you here after all these years ago. After all these long years. I'd hoped perhaps that ring...
And I'm sure I owe you something for your labor.
There ain't no need for that, ma'am. I can't take this kind lady's money, but maybe I could take a battle with young Jordan instead. How about it, kid? I'll be waiting in the garage if you're up for it.
Oh, please, Jordan, won't you give the gentleman his battle? I can't stand leaving this debt unpaid.
I'll fancy him a battle, but I feel like this is a good spot to call the episode here for now. So, thank you so much for watching, and stay tuned for the next exciting episode of Pokemon Legends Z to A Mega Dimension DLC. Until then, take care. Chaos Control!